Check 1 2, check 1 2, 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. How we sound here? Check 1 2. Check 1 2 3. Check 1 2, check 1 2 3 4 5. Check 1 2. Check 1 2 3. Start the broadcast at the bottom of the first here. Let's get everything set. Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Panthers Field here at Liberty Hill High School. My name is Adam Mueller. Apologies for the late start. We had some connection issues, just a few technical things sorting it out. Beginning of the district season always starts with a little bit of a bumpy ride here, but we're ready to go in the bottom of the first. It was the Timberwolves that started the game off really hot. A one-run double by Quentin Mullen, batting in that 4 spot for the Timberwolves. But we will lead it off here in the bottom of the first. Liberty Hill to bat. It's Logan Dyer, center fielder for the Panthers. Looks at a ball low there from the pitcher for the Timberwolves. That's Cade Davis, number 1 on the hill for Cedar Park. Low again here, 2-0 to the leadoff hitter for the Panthers, Logan Dyer. Got a windy Tuesday afternoon here. That is a strike on the outside corner, 2-1 to Dyer. Thanks for joining us on Vype Live. Again, my name is Adam Mueller. Happy to be here for this Liberty Hill district season foul away off here to the left, 2-2 now. Davis has worked his way back into the count. Excited to be here with the Panthers for the district season, for a majority of the district season. Of course, this is District 25 5A opener here at Panthers Field. 2-2 pitch chopped over the head of the pitcher. It's going to be a difficult play for the shortstop, and he makes it look easy. That's Mullen over there at short. Quint Mullen, who had the RBI as well in that top half of the first. Now Carson Riley stepping up to the plate. Lots of wind. Boy, maybe I'm right in this spot here next to the press box, but it's just going to be a ton of wind. Riley looks at a ball outside. Davis now kicks the lefty. It's just low and outside. And again, Panthers hitters ahead early in the count. Riley, the second baseman for the Panthers tonight. I say tonight, that's again fouled off to the right. It's an afternoon game. We are on spring break here. Schools are off, so district taking this opportunity to have a couple of district games here. We'll be over at Cedar Park tomorrow. These teams, that's chopped off to the left down the third base line and foul. Again, Davis down in the count, works his way back to 2-2. Riley calls for time here. Kind of chilly, but we're warming up here into the low 60s. Crowd filling in a bit here at Liberty Hill High School. That one hops, chops over towards us. Two. A nice eye from Riley, who works the walk. Again, up in the count. Got back even, but some good work there. Carson Riley, that'll bring up Cade Neuenschonder, one of the leaders of this team. Of course, Cade pitching as well. We didn't talk about that top half of the inning, but batting third, pitching, do it all for the senior. Davis' pitch outside. Riley looks at that one. Nice stop by Wool behind the plate. Get a little wide right call from Panthers dugout. 1-0 pitch again, high and wide. It's interesting. We'll see here. This is my first game of the season here with the Panthers, but we'll see this dynamic. The lefty pitcher, we'll see how many righty batters he'll face in this Panthers lineup. And there's a good cut by Neuenschwander. I think that's going to drop just between left and center field. And that's a one-out single for Neuenschwander. Put two men on now, one out. Panthers looking to respond right away. Gavin Voth now, first baseman for the Panthers. And right away, Wool will come out to Davis and get a little mound visit here. As I said, first district game of the season. We're getting things all set up, making things look good, sound good. A lot of wind out here today. I'm partially blocked by the press box, but behind me, wind is coming through. So 2 men on, 1 out, bottom of the first, down a run are the Panthers. And good eye from Voth. Watches that one go high. Another righty against the lefty of Davis. Checks on second. That's where Riley is. That one looks good. That is a strike, 1-1. Little off speed from Davis. One pitch, swung on and miss. Catcher liked that one a lot. Nodding his head, 1-2 now. First time in the inning that Davis has actually gotten ahead of the batter. See if he can take advantage of that. Checks on Riley, who's got a nice lead at second. Shortstop trying to keep him honest. And the off speed gets him off to strike out. So 2 men on, 2 out. Colby DeMars, right fielder, batting in that 5-hole for the Panthers. He will step up, and again, another righty. Huge lead for Riley at second. Switching now, the second baseman Hedges now is covering second, gives the catcher a few signals. See if they go over. Of course, it's a tough look. So those are the signals. I was wondering, those look like new signals. See if they were going to check on Riley. It's a tough pick for a lefty pitcher. He's got to turn his body all the way around to get to center, towards center field. And the man on second, that's up and away, ball 2, 2-0 now to DeMars. Of course, with the lefty pitcher, much easier to throw to first, but they're not even holding Neuentrander at first, and that's driven towards short, go to second, and ball's dropped. As Hedges at second, not able to make the play, and that could be significant here with 2 out. Really significant. Now we got 2 out, bases loaded here at bottom of the first. As Chase Maxwell who steps up. Again, another righty and another pitch away to the righty. 1-0 pitch, cut on, fouled back over us into the parking lot. Hopefully we don't hear any car alarms going off out there. 1-1 now. Cedar Park again with that run in the top half. Had an opportunity, and that's strike number 2, 1-2. Had an opportunity to end this inning. It was Mullen to Hedges, and Hedges could not handle at second base, so we do have bases loaded, 2 out. 1-2 pitch now to Maxwell. That little off speed was real close on the outside, but nothing doing. 2-2, 2 out. Bases jammed. Gotta go somewhere now. Swing and a miss. The off speed gets Maxwell. We'll step away here, try and get everything set up. Going into the top half of the second inning, Cedar Park holds on there with the bases loaded, and we will go to the second. It's the Timberwolves 1, Panthers 0. Alrighty, we are back here as we move our way into the top of the second inning here. Just getting everything set up, helping my colleague Brad Cohn over there with Cedar Park get connected. Swing and a miss now. 0-2, Cade Neuenschwander working quickly in inning number 2. Cedar Park again with that one run in the top half. That one a bit low from Neuenschwander. Carson Sharp behind the plate. One-two pitch. Swung on, fouled off. That's Carter Wohl at the plate for the Timberwolves. Opposite number, the catcher for Cedar Park. Got some great cheers from the Timberwolves bench. Got some really interesting. Yeah, that's strike 3. And Neuenschwander may be getting his groove back here after giving up a couple hits in the first. Drew Robertson now, right fielder for Timberwolves, steps to the plate. Talked about a lot of righties. Of course, Neuenschwander is a righty, so a bit of a different challenge for these Timberwolves hitters. First pitch fouled off to the right. Again, hope we don't hear any car alarms out there. Ball number 1 to Robertson. As I said, first district game, getting things all set. That one's real close to the head area there from Neuenschwander. Just a little low. Excuse me, I'm saying Cade Neuenschwander here. Blaze Milam pitching here for the Panthers. We just get everything set, and that is ball 4. Down low. So Blaze Milam, second walk of the game. First walk was intentional. That was in the first to Louis Alonso, designated hitter. And Blaze is going to go right over there to first. Not in time to get Robertson. This is Brooks Dillman, center fielder. And Milam's maybe a little bit worried about Robertson over at first. He'll go 3 times in a row. Listen to that wind. That's a lot. That's not even coming off the crowd mic we have here. That's just coming off of my microphone. Beautiful day, you can see. And the pitch will come in. It will not count for anything, though. Dillman got time. Milam's pitch, driven back to him. Nice play by the pitcher. Gets one at second. The throw to first just took him off the bag. So just be a fielder's choice there. 2 out now. Top of the second. Stillman now standing at first. This is Cade Davis, pitcher, leadoff hitter for the Timberwolves. His second time. He is a lefty, off speed, gets him way early. smile on that one. I think pitchers understand when they've been beaten on the opposite end and can appreciate that. Milam goes to first again. Check on the runner. Davis, of course, had the leadoff single in the first inning. First pitch drove right up the middle and came all the way around and scored on that RBI double by Quentin Mullen. There the runner goes. We will have a play at second here. It's a really nice throw. Just gets past the glove of Neuenschwander over there. Good, I think. Carson Sharp really liked that throw. Just a little short. Not able to get the tag applied, but good backup from the second baseman and center fielder. Keep the runner at second. 0-2 pitch is low. Clearly at the bottom of this order there's some concern from Milam with the speed. First Robertson, checked on him 3 times now. Dillman with the steal. He does not have a very large lead at second. That one driven, little pop-up. Looks like Neuenschwander can take care of that, and he does. Makes the catch, and that'll do it for inning number 2. Did have a base runner, but Blaze Milam gets out of it. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Cedar Park still hanging on to that 1-0 lead. And welcome back to Panthers Field. Here we're in the bottom half of the second inning as we deal with some of this wind. Panthers still down 1-0 as we get everything set here. That's right up the middle, 1-1 to Carson Sharp. His first time up here, second inning. Time called now. One pitch cut on, flied out right at the right fielder, Robertson, who makes the play. And we just saw pitcher versus pitcher in the top half. And now it's Blaze Milam coming up. Crowd letting him know he does have a baseball in his pocket. Maybe he likes to have it that way, no. He doesn't take that out. Some fans letting Blaze know to take that out, and he does now. I think now it's time for a big hit with a little assist from the crowd. 0-1, the count to Blaze Milam, off speed, way outside. Again, thanks for joining us today. this afternoon on Vype Live. My name is Adam Mueller. I will be with you for most of this district season with the Panthers. Again, outside to Milam, 2-1. Really looking forward to joining these Panthers this season after an exciting season with the running Panthers basketball team. That's ball 3 now, 3-1 to Milam. Post taking the baseball out of his pocket. He's watched 3 balls, and looked a little out, but is called a strike. 3-2. Filled all the way up now. 1 out. Bottom half of the second inning. Cade Davis, the lefty, delivers, and Milam battles away, protecting that strike zone. Fouls off to the right. As that wind continues to blow across the field here. Full count. That one's outside, and a nice at bat from Blaze Milam. These Panthers hitters have really made Davis work early. Now it's Pearson Lowry, third baseman for the Panthers, number 1. Milam at first, and Lowry looked to bunt, takes a strike. Lowry, sophomore, actually only sophomore on this Liberty Hill team. Will look to bunt again. Fouls that off. We'll see if the catcher can get there. Dive and play by Wohl, not quite able to make it. Both these teams have a lot of upperclassmen. You do get the 1 sophomore and the 1 freshman for both squads. This is the sophomore for the Panthers. Looking now to 0-2 pitch. We'll see if the bunt comes or if Coach Creek will let his sophomore swing the bat, take strike number 3. 2 out now. Man on. Logan Dyer back up. In the first, he grounded out. Of course, he's in the unique position he doesn't usually find himself. It's actually strength versus strength. Lefty pitcher, lefty batter. That one's right up the middle for a strike to Dyer. It's Milam at first after the walk. And there's that lefty pick play to first from Davis. Milam not with a huge lead over there. Warden trying to hold him at first. 0-1. Moving towards second. That's Hedges. Throw over. And that'll be it for inning number 2 for the Panthers. We'll go to the 3rd. Cedar Park still hanging on to that 1 run scored in the top half of the first. Timberwolves 1, Panthers 0. And welcome back, folks, to Panthers Field at Liberty Hill High School here on this Tuesday afternoon. Plays Milam, pitching to Brady Richardson. Grounder over to Neuenschwander at short, who makes the play. Brady Richardson had that sac bunt in the first that moved Davis over. Now it's Louis Alonso. Intentionally walked in that first inning. Dangerous batter, batting in that 3-hole. He is designated hitter, and it is a strike there. Batter did go around. Milam gets him on strike number 1. As I said, Alonso, designated hitter here, batting for second baseman Hedges. That one low outside. These two teams will play again tomorrow, as I mentioned, same time. But we will be down there at Cedar Park. Again, another sort of half cut, and umpire checks over at first, and he did go around. 1-2 now. Milam's gotten ahead of Alonso. Cedar Park in that away black as Alonso takes time with the white numbers and the pinstripe pants. Liberty Hill in that beautiful yellow. Call it gold with the purple caps, white letters. 1-2 pitch now. Off speed, got him on the inside corner. Blaze Milam. Really getting into it. Quentin Mullen now. Had the 2-bagger in the first and the RBI. That's why we're at 1-0 on the scoreboard. Strike there from Milam, who's gaining confidence as this game goes on. Got a nice home crowd here off to the left for the Panthers, making a lot of noise. So is that Panthers dugout. 1-1, that pitch outside and low. As I said, Michael Rose will be with you tomorrow. Won't be able to make it, but I will be with you for the majority. That one's chopped foul down the third base line. Sort of get into our rhythm for the season. It can certainly improve setup of the camera here. Move it back so we can see third base and as much of the field as possible. That one low now, 2-2. To Quentin Mullen. Shortstop. Timberwolves. Fastball's close. Not quite now. Full count again. Full count, swing and a miss. Milam's starting to feel himself now. Strikeout 2 in that top half of the third. We'll go to the bottom. Panthers still looking for a run here. Get back even. See what they can do. Cedar Park 1, Liberty Hill 0. And welcome back, folks. Panthers field. Carson Riley, second baseman for the Panthers. His second time up here, bottom half of the third. Hopped in there from Davis. Riley walked in the first, earned a walk in the first, and got all the way around to third. As you'll recall, bottom half of the first, bases were loaded, 2 out. Couldn't quite get anything from it. And that's a good cut from Riley. Nice play by Hedges, the second baseman. Throw is off the bag, though. And Riley grabs a single. I think that official score would probably be a hit. It's a tough play for Hedges over there at second. That's a really good way to start the bottom half of the third for the Panthers. Cade Neuenschwander stepping up for Liberty Hill. Again, one hop in it there from Davis. Davis, the junior pitcher here, lefty, as we talked about, presents a really interesting matchup against this Panthers lineup that's mostly righties. 1-0 pitch is low, 2-0. I think this is one of the guys in the lineup for Coach Brandon Creek that he would like in situations like this. Schwander, one of the leaders of this team, inside at number 10. Talked about the upperclassmen, this Panthers team. Neuenschwander, one of the seniors, he's looking all the way on that one, 3-1 now. Late strike call there. 3-2. Did look like a strike. Neuenschwander thought maybe it earned a walk. Again, this theme for the Panthers. Really patient. Sort of waiting for Davis to give them the pitch they like. And there's the one for Neuenschwander. Cuts it down the right field line. That'll drop. And Riley's getting on his horse, and the right fielder's having some trouble with it. Neuenschwander's going to get a triple, and Riley will slide and score. And it's a one-run triple for Cade Neuenschwander. And the Panthers are on the board. One. Again, you got such patient hitters. You just got to sort of work the pitcher, and they did that. Voth now will cut and just pops that over to the first base side. I don't think Warden's going to get there. He will not. Foul ball. One to the Panthers' first baseman, who struck out in the bottom half of the first inning. Voth, as you can see, a bit of a taller player. Interesting dichotomy that the Timberwolves pitchers have to deal with Neuenschwander's more compact strike zone and Voth, who's got a little bit of a bigger strike zone. 3 straight foul balls. Now for Voth. Scoreboard says 1-2. I count 3 fouls. I think it's an 0-2 count. And that pitch just outside and low. Look, let's see a count from the umpire. Yeah, 1-2. From Cade Davis, pitching to Gavin Voth. And Voth gets some good contact. That's towards the gap in right. And center fielder slid under the right fielder. did make the play, but it is going to be a sacrifice. So Voth got exactly what he needed and got the RBI to pull the Panthers ahead 2-1 now. Just the one out. Colby DeMars back up to the plate. Right fielder for the Panthers. He takes a cut too, and we will go to the right field corner again. Robertson didn't really have to move though. Just the 2 outs. Timberwolves started to walk in towards their dugout. Chase Maxwell now. Outside to Maxwell. 1-0 here. Struck out to end that exciting first inning. Nice cut there towards left, and it will drop in front of Richardson. And a nice little 2-out hit there. Chase Maxwell keeps the inning alive. Carson Sharp will now step in for his second at bat. Flew out in the second inning. Catcher for the Panthers. Davis deals. A little twitchy there from Sharp, but doesn't go around, takes the ball. Lots and lots of wind today. Good eye from Sharp, 2-0. Goes inside. Panthers hitters really making Davis work. And with 2 outs, maybe a little something going. We'll see if Sharp's taking all the way. Not a big lead for Maxwell at first. He is. There's strike 1. 3-1 as the wind starts to howl. A lot of pitches hit the opposite way, and that one's grounded foul, strong side. The umpires just taking time. Little communication between 2 umpires. Yeah, just second base ump, just covering his bases, making sure that they are at the right bases. If something happens, that's a wild pitch. Maxwell's already on his way to second. That will be a walk. Of course, it's a live ball on the wild pitch. 2 men on now. With 2 out, and the inning continues after it seems like Cade Davis might be close to getting out of it with just the 2 runs. Now Blaze Milam is opposite number. As we have a mound visit, we will see what Coach Tyler Farst in his first year decides to do. We do have 2 first-year coaches in terms of being a head coach for these 2 teams. Of course, plenty of experience from both head coach Brandon Creek for the Panthers and head coach Tyler Farst for the Cedar Park Timberwolves. Panthers come in at 13-2 overall. Really impressive non-district record. Cedar Park at 9-6-2. A couple ties in their record. So doesn't jump out at you quite as much, although that non-district record doesn't always mean so much. These 2 teams did face off last week in the Leander ISD tournament. Liberty Hill came out with a 4-2 win. So that That does give you maybe some indication of where these two teams are at in comparison to each other. Davis, after the mound visit, will fire a strike in there. Milam wanted to take advantage right away. 0-1 now to Milam. 2 runners on, first and second. 2 out. Bottom 3 here. Davis delivers. Milam way behind that one, but does get a piece. Now in the hole, 0-2. Milam walked in the second, and I believe he was down in the count there as well. So let's see if Blaze can maybe choke up the bat a little bit, work his way back in. And that one's, again, grounded down that first base line. Crowd likes that. It's a good fight from Blaze Milam. Pitch now from Davis. Runner goes. Both runners go. And they both advance. I don't think Wohl behind the plate was really worried about either one. They're trying to get that third out, and they're not going to throw over the third. Good aggressive strategy there by Coach Krieg. Advance the runners over. Big pitch now. 1-2. Milam battles again. Both in scoring position. Here off speed. Milam does get some of it. It's going to be a long throw from third, but O'Malley makes a good play. And the side is retired for the bottom half of the third. But 2 runs from the Panthers get them on the board and in the lead. We head to the 4th inning. Liberty Hill 2, Cedar Park 1. Yeah, welcome back, folks, to Panthers Field at Liberty Hill High School. My name is Adam Mueller. Thanks for joining us this afternoon on Vype Live. Unique here, 2-game set, Tuesday, Wednesday, both afternoon games as we are, of course, on spring break. I say we, school districts in spring break, with those of us that have to work, maybe not get as much joy there. And the off speed from Blaze Milam to Logan Warden is a swinging strike. Here to start the top of the 4th. Milam working quickly. That one again low. 1-1. Warden flew out. The first inning with a couple man on. Milam had 2 men on, so another swinging strike. was able to work his way out. The fly out by Warden and then a strikeout on Luke O'Malley to prevent further damage after that run scored by the Timberwolves. Off-speed swung on by Warden. That will stay fair. Long throw from third. Does get him, and a nice play by Pearson Lowry. Grounds out. Now it's Luke O'Malley. Third baseman for the Timberwolves. He did strike out to end that active top half of the first, and he'll swing on the first pitch. It's going to be a tough play for Riley, who makes it in a nice stretch from Voth. I think Coach Farst for the Timberwolves is going to come over and talk. So we will have, umpires will come together and talk about this. We'll see. There might be some question if Gavin Voss' foot was on the bag or not. Two umpires will discuss things. O'Malley's still standing on first despite out being the call. And it still will be out. Do like that a lot, that procedure. Coach Farce comes over, talks to the umps discuss it, and stay with their call. That's really how it should be. There's a strike to Carter Wool, catcher for the Timberwolves. Strike number 2, Milam, confident in that off speed, 0-2. Wool got a piece that chopped off the pitcher's mound, made it a little bit more difficult, but Nguyen Schwander, smooth as butter there, throws him out, and that'll do it for the top half of the fourth. Well, it was not quite bang, 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 but 3 ground outs from the Timberwolves, and that'll do it for the top half of the fourth. We'll stick around here as we start to settle in. That wind's still blowing, making it a little bit chilly out here. We talked about the 4-2 game last week between these two teams, a victory for the Panthers. Panthers coming off a really good week, 5-0 last week, including that win against Cedar Park and including a win against the previously #1 team in 6A, Lake Travis. 4-0 score against Lake Travis. Very impressive. You don't really need resume builders in high school baseball, but if you did, that certainly would be one of them. Taking down a team from a higher classification and a higher ranking. Speaking of rankings, Liberty Hill coming in at number 15 in the Diamond Pro THSB Top 25 for 5A. That's as of yesterday. The rankings just come out on Monday. So big things expected for these Panthers. Cedar Park not in those rankings at this point. Runs in that third inning. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth here. Pearson Lowry steps up. Struck out his first time. And he'll swing on the first pitch. Ground that one over to Mullen at short, who makes the long throw. And gets him. One out now. Now back to the top. Logan Dyer got a pair of ground outs in the first and second inning. Lefty will step up. Lefty versus lefty. Davis will wind and deliver right on the outside corner in front of us here. Trying to deliver inside, back over the other corner. Dyer looking at the 1-1 pitch, 1 out. Bottom of the 4th. Another chopper over there to short. And another good play by Quentin Mullen over there. Couple ground outs. Carson Riley will step up now. He's had a pretty solid day. Earned a walk in the 1st. And then opened the 3rd with a single. And came all the way around to score on that triple by Neuenschwander to tie this game. Of course, Neuenschwander scored on the sacrifice by Voth to put the Panthers ahead. You can see the stance of the catcher there, looking for something low, does get it. It is a ball. Got that purple turf and purple dirt right there. Right on home place. Making sure all the slides, all the action around home plate is safe. For the players, of course. 2-0 from Davis. 3-0 now. Riley, just like he did in the 1st and in the 3rd. Being patient, waiting for his pitch. Taken all the way there and waited a beat, 4 pitches. And he's over there first. The 1-out walk, 2nd walk. Taken by Riley. Now Cade Neuenschwander, who, like I said, had that triple in the previous inning. Down the opposite way, down that right field line that Robertson had a little trouble with in the corner. He'll swing on the first one. This might hang up for Warden right in front of his dugout. Makes a nice play. Neuenschwander will go down on the first pitch. And that'll do it for the bottom part of the 4th. Still a tight one here. We go into the 5th. Cedar Park 1, Liberty Hill 2. Plays Milam. Well, step to the mound for his 5th inning of work. First pitch is a strike inside. This is Drew Robertson, right fielder for the Timberwolves, who earned a walk in the 2nd. Swings and fouls that one up and behind us. 0-2 now. And just got a piece on the off speed. Did Robertson. He's had an active game over there in right field. A lot of opposite field hits. With the Timberwolves lefty pitcher Cade Davis working against a lot of righties. We're seeing a lot of balls hit to right field by Liberty Hill. Not as many for the Timberwolves. That's strike number 3. To Robertson, and Milam gets his 4th K of the afternoon. Brooks Dillman, center fielder for the Timberwolves, steps up, grounded into his fielder's choice in the 2nd inning. 2-0 to Dillman. Watches that one across the plate for a strike. 2-1 now. Milam working a little quicker. You can see when he gets in his rhythm, likes to attack these hitters. That one high to Dillman, who's a little shorter, got a little bit of a smaller strike zone. Milam works quick. 3-1. Swing and a miss now. Count is full. 3-2. Cedar Park not as joyous last week as the Panthers. 3-2 pitch. Chop towards second. Riley's got a play to make here, and he makes it. 2 out. Now here in the top half of the 5th. Really, other than that first inning, where the Timberwolves put a couple hits together, Blaze Milam really has not given up a whole lot. As we said, 4 strikeouts and a bunch of ground outs. A lot of balls on the ground. Cade Davis, opposite number, leadoff hitter for the Timberwolves, stepping up. 1-1 now to him. Single on the first pitch of the game. The first inning, and did come around and score. That's the Timberwolves' run. That ball low. 2-1 now. Flew out in the 2nd inning, so 1 for 2. The Timberwolves pitcher Cade Davis, high and outside. Sharp behind the plate, thought that might be a strike. 3-1 now. Again, Milam a little bit behind in the count. Swinging now, chopper. That will stay fair. First baseman's got a play to make. And I don't think they are calling it a tag by Voth. It is an out. I think Davis ran out of the baseline. So Tyler Farst again, coach for the Timberwolves, just going to get an explanation. I didn't see what the call was. Farst gets his explanation, and we will head to the bottom half of the 5th. There was no signal as to that he ran out of the baseline, but I guess not necessarily have to make the signal for it. But he is out one way or another because he was off the base paths. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. I was talking about Cedar Park maybe not having as good a week last week as the Panthers did in that Leander ISD tournament. They were 2-3 in the tournament last week. Of course, it is a Timberwolves team that had a good year last year. 22-9-1 overall, 10-4 in district in 2022. And they made it all the way to the regional quarterfinals in 5A, Region 4. Looking to get back to that place this year. Liberty Hill Panthers had same district record, 10-4, 23-8 overall, but unfortunately lost in the bi-district round of the playoffs. Again, looking to improve on that in the early season ranking. You get the sense that this could be a year where the Panthers could improve on that bi-district mark. Of course, we have a long way to go. First game, district season. Gavin Voth steps to the plate. Takes a strike inside from Cade Davis. Voth struck out in the first, then got that big sac fly in the third. Flies out now to right, and that's Robertson, who's seen a lot of action. Makes the play first out. Voth hitting that sac fly to score Cade Neuenschwander and give the Panthers this 2-1 lead. Colby DeMars now, right fielder, step into the plate. Reached on an error in the first. That's this one. It was 2 men on, 2 out, and the flip from the Cedar Park shortstop to the second baseman was juggled. Another strike called to DeMars, who almost was waiting for that call. Looking back at the home plate up. 0-2 now. 1 out here, bottom of the 5th. Really low. We've seen a few of those from Cade Davis where he skips it in, 1 hops it. DeMars reached on that error, as I said, then flew out in the third. Looking to add to the hit column for the Panthers. Swings, drives it towards shortstop. It's hit hard, so he's got a little bit of time. And Mullen does throw over and get the out on DeMars. So 2 quick outs for the Panthers. It's been a pitching duel. If you like these kind of low-scoring games, you'll love this one. Davis and Milam going head-to-head. Chase Maxwell now stepping to the plate. Left fielder for the Panthers. Struck out in the first inning. Singled in the third. Looking to get it. His second hit of the game. 2-0 now. Maxwell works himself ahead in the count. There's a strike from Davis, who's in rhythm now. At the pitches. Hasn't quite been as sunny as it was just early in the game. A lot of cloud cover. High and outside now, 3-1 to Maxwell. Getting a bit of a cold front here in the Central Texas area this week. Maxwell pops that straight up. Third baseman likes it, O'Malley, and he makes the play. So that'll do it for the 5th. Of course, we only play 7 innings here, so getting down to it. Still the 1-run game. Panthers hanging on to that slim lead. Cedar Park will need a run to bring themselves back into this one. Some issues with the PA system here, so we haven't gotten any PA in this game. We do get the music, though. That adds to the atmosphere here at Panthers Field. It's a little bit chilly. With that wind and that sun covered by the clouds, makes it a bit colder out here. I do have the jacket on, but I'm feeling a little chilly. Again, welcome here, Vype Live. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday afternoon. My name is Adam Mueller. As I talked about, these two teams playing again tomorrow at Cedar Park. Both squads with interesting games next week as well. Talk about that in just a minute. Blaze Milam now working into inning number 6. Brady Richardson stepping up for the Timberwolves. Watch that one go by for a ball. Had a nice sacrifice bunt in the first inning to move a runner over, then grounded out in the third. That's a strike. You hear the heat from Milam. 1-1 now. Cut now over to Neuenschwander at short. Makes a nice play. Throw out Richardson to get the first out of the 6th. Talked about Liberty Hill being ranked 15th in the Diamond Pro THSB Top 25 for 5A. Leander Rouse, the other team from District 25 5A that's ranked in that top 25, is ranked 8th. And these Panthers will take on the Rouse Raiders next week, 1-0. First pitch to Louis Lonzo, who intentionally walked in the first, struck out in the third, and now he's taking a couple balls here from Blaze Milam. And a little check swing, stays fair, long play for Lowry, can't quite get it in time. And Alonso gets on a sort of unconventional single, though. Lowry had a really tough play and made a good effort. Quentin Mullen now. He's got the RBI. That put Cedar Park on the board in the first. Milam throws over. Ball did get past Voth, but he keeps his head. Goes over to it. We'll see. When there have been runners on in this game, and there haven't been a lot of them for the Timberwolves, Milam has been very cautious. We'll throw home this time, and that's a strike on the off speed. Coach Forrest wants to see the strike call a little faster. Of course, the umpire can take his time if he wants to. Really any rule against that. This one fouled off towards the dugout. Think there might be a play for Voth, who does make it. And that's a big out, I think. As they get Quentin Mullen batting in that cleanup spot. Now it's Logan Warden with 2 out, man on. Warden's got a flat and ground out in this game. He's got that big frame. You'd think there's plenty of power there. Alonso's had a lead over there at first, but hasn't been too big of a lead. Pitch to Warden now, swing and a miss. 1-1 to the first baseman for Timberwolves. Warden, a senior. Called time, was not awarded it, and there's a strike. And if you're going to call time, you've got to really step out, call for it. Ump's not going to give it to you every time. Alonso over there at first. 1-2 pitch. Warden fights that one off to the strong side here. Coach Forrest giving his batter some advice over there from third base. 1-2 pitch now. Swing and a miss. Clean catch from Sharp, too. And that'll do it for the top half of the sixth inning. It's strikeout number 5 for Blaze Milam. And we will have some lineup changes here going into the bottom half of the sixth. We'll stick around. I talked about Liberty Hill taking on Rouse next weekend, which could be a matchup of 2 top teams in this district. We do have a new pitcher here. We'll check that. In a week's time, we will be at Rouse. And then next Friday, that's the 24th of March. Boy, it seems like this month's just flying by. We'll be back here as the Panthers host the Raiders. Okay, Davis goes out. Again, nice outing for him. Only 2 runs on 4 hits. It's number 3, Blake Pitney, the senior for the Timberwolves. Coach Farst makes the first move. Check to see if maybe there are any defensive substitutions. I didn't see any. Just looks like it's Pitney that's now pitching for the Timberwolves. So we will head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Again, Panthers holding on to that 2-1 lead. And this will be the Liberty Hill catcher, Carson Sharp. Stepping up, stepping in. Watching the pitch, it is a righty now. 5 innings of lefty pitcher now. Pitney comes in with the right-handed stuff, and there is a ball driven down the third base line. Should be 2 for Sharp. Maybe a little bit of a play at second, but he will be standing. And a 2-bagger for Carson Sharp. His first hit of the game. And Wohl was going to come out and talk to Pitney. Right off the bat. And because of that, of course, Coach Creek gets to talk it over to his pitcher, and batting in the 8-hole here, Blaze Milam. He's got a walk and a ground out in this game, and more discussions now. Looks like Mullen's going to come over and talk to Pitney about the strategy in terms of pickoff plays. And again, Coach Creek gets to give his star pitcher a few more words of advice. The junior, Blaze Milam, steps up and will set to bunt. First baseman comes up short. Now he swings and misses. So a little bit of a disguised set there. Milam looking to bunt. Warden came hard from first. O'Malley didn't come as hard from third. Of course, with the man on second, you don't. I mean, Warden's halfway down the line, and there he is right there. Should get the tag. He'll just play it over to Hedges, and it worked pretty well. You know, in a game where runs are hard to come by, Coach Creek executes that to perfection. And Milam with a nice bunt. Now it'll be Pearson Lowry to step up. And again, Wohl coming to talk to his pitcher, so Coach Creek talks to Lowry, and looks like we've got a pinch runner here. Yep, it's Toby Ryman, junior utility player. Of course, somebody that I am very familiar with because I've been covering the Panthers basketball team. Toby, a dual sport guy. Basketball and baseball. Pearson Lowry, sophomore third baseman, takes a cut at the first pitch. Fouls that one off over the stands out there. I do wonder here if Coach Creek filed that substitution. I think after a pitch, we're going to have a pinch hitter. So sort of a unique situation. It'll be number 9, Ty Maldonado. Who will step up? Is already down a strike here. That's high from Pitney. 1-1. Maldonado, the senior infielder for the Panthers. Pitch hitting for Lowry, high and inside. Of course, Toby Ryman again at third. Infield is in. As you would expect, they're worried about that run. So I'm going to go down by more than one run. And it's a good eye from Ty Maldonado. 3-1 now. Continuing this pattern for the Panthers hitters where they're real patient. Waiting for the best pitch to hit or just taking the walk. 3-1 now. There's your walk. Back to the top of the order now. Be 2 men on as Lowry checks back in to run for Maldonado. And it's Logan Dyer, center fielder. He's got 3 groundouts in this game. Of course, Pitney for the Timberwolves is faced with the unenviable position of 1 out and men on the corners. This one grounded up the middle, could be 2, steps on second, and it is going to be 2. Really close play at second. Doubled up, and Quentin Mullen with a really nice defensive play. And we will head to the top of the 7th. Liberty Hill just hanging on to that 2-1 lead. With a nice play by Mullen. Blaze Milam right back out there trying to do the complete game. 7 innings. Bottom half of the order for the Timberwolves. Opportunity to finish this one off. As we talked about, 5 strikeouts for Milam. Just giving up the 3 hits, a couple singles and a double. Of course, 2 of those 3 hits were in that first inning. It's been a lot of strikeouts, a lot of groundouts that Milam is forced from this Timberwolves team. Luke O'Malley, Timberwolves third baseman, will try and keep Cedar Park in this one. Blaze Milam trying to finish this thing off for the Panthers. First district game of the season. Right up the middle on pitch number 1. As Milam looks to finish things off outside there. Top half of the 7th. Could be the last 3 outs for Cedar Park. Swung on and driven into the gap in center field. But Logan Dyer says, what gap? Makes a really nice play. On the liner from O'Malley. Carter Wohl now, catcher for Cedar Park, steps up. Strikeout and ground out in the game. Kind of emblematic of how good Blaze Milam has been. Taking guys down on strike. Strike number 2 there, 0-2. Looked maybe it's slightly low. Hasn't been a lot of contact, and if there has been from the Timberwolves, it's been on the ground. Strike number 3, 1, 2, 3. He's out of there. Strikeout number 6 for Milam, and all of a sudden, Cedar Park down to their final out. Drew Robertson, right fielder for Timberwolves, stepping up. Looking to keep Cedar Park alive in this game. First pitch is high from Milam. There's a strike there, 1-1. You get the sense these two teams pretty even. Talked about the 4-2 victory for Cedar Park last week. This one's been close throughout as well. Big cut, but it is strike number 2 on the foul back towards us. Timberwolves down to their final strike. 1-2, 2 out. Blaze Milam delivers off speed high. Delivers on the 2-2. A little closer, no swing there. Carson Sharp wanted to check first base umpire. Filled all the way up. Good effort from Robertson. 3-2 pitch now is low. And down to their last strike. Timberwolves stay alive. Robertson earns his second walk of the game. Of course, we know he has some speed because Milam threw over there 3 times when he walked back in the second. There's a strike now. This is Brooks Dillman, center fielder. For the Timberwolves. Fouls it right at us. That's probably looked pretty cool there. I wasn't looking there at the camera, but it's one of those that makes you jump, even though you got the net here. 0-2 now. Just like that, after the walk, Milam is gone ahead in a hurry. Dillman calling time. Milam will hold off on the pitch. Second time. Cedar Park down to their final strike. Let's see if Blaze Milam can finish it off for the Panthers. 0-2 pitch. Just a bit high to Dillman. Big lead from Robertson. I'm surprised he hasn't gone. Huge lead at first. Again, Dillman asks for time, didn't get it. Grounder to Voth, who will step on first, and that'll do it. For the Timberwolves, Liberty Hill rolls on 6 straight in the W column, and it was really the performance by Blaze Milam. 6 strikeouts, a host of groundouts. Just the 3 hits here as I look back on my scorecard. 2 singles and the double. A few walks in there, but really limited. The Timberwolves, not much after that, giving up that run in the first inning, and Panthers offense did just enough. They will move to 14-2 overall. 1-0 in district, that's the big one. And of course, we will look ahead to tomorrow. We'll be down there at Cedar Park, same teams, same time. Another sort of strange spring break fixture there as things sort of file out here. Thanks for joining us again today from Panthers Field. My name is Adam Mueller. Here on Vype Live. We'll pack things up and head out, get ready for tomorrow. Again, the final score from Panthers Field, Liberty Hill 2, Cedar Park 1.